Welcome to Unleash Your Joy podcast. I'm your host, Joy Reynolds, and it's my vision through this podcast and also the Meditation for the Soul courses and meditations to share my wisdom and meditations with millions of people to enrich and inspire them to live their best life. Enjoy. Hello, it's Joy here, and welcome to this episode. And today I'm going to share with you some tips for developing present moment awareness. Living in the present is not just an arbitrary term or a popular phrase. It's a recognized and evidence-based lifestyle that psychologists are quick to recommend for those struggling with anxiety and stress in their day-to-day life. And you've heard it said before, probably many times, that it's important to live in the present moment, and you may have also heard similar pieces of advice like don't get caught up in thinking about the past or the future, live in the now, be present in your own life, all you have is this moment, don't let it slip away. And all of these and possibly overused sayings boil down to the same basic message. It's vital to live in the present moment. And in our current lives, our 21st century lives, and where we're living at the moment with COVID and all of the things going on around us, it's not always easy to live in the present moment. There's always something coming up that we need to prepare for or anticipate, and our lives are so well documented these days that it's never been easier to get lost in the past. And given that fast pace and hectic schedules most of us keep, a base level of anxiety, stress and unhappiness appears to be the new norm. And you may not even realize it, but this tendency to get sucked up into the past and the future can leave you perpetually worn out and feeling out of touch with yourself. So I'd like to share with you just some tips. I've got 5 tips here to develop present moment awareness. And one of the best tools to keep yourself in the present moment is meditation. Any meditation will do, but there are some meditation practices that are geared specifically towards present moment awareness. And a simple present moment meditation can be the senses countdown, this can be done anytime, anywhere throughout the day. You can do it in the morning, anytime during the day. You can do it with your eyes open or closed, and you can do it just to calm and ground yourself. If you're feeling like you need that little bit of grounding, you can do this, and you can take the time to do this meditation over 10-15 minutes, or you can do it fairly quickly, 2 minutes to 5 minutes. And I'll just take you through quickly what you need to do in this meditation, and it will certainly help with just getting you back to the present moment. And as I said, you can do it with your eyes open or closed, but just begin it by taking in a nice deep breath and exhaling. And you might want to take a couple of deep breaths just to get yourself centered, ready to focus on some things. And we're going to focus on the senses. So once you've taken in your deep breath and you've exhaled, you can then begin. And it's a countdown from 5 to 1. So the first one is 5. Think of 5 things that you can see. And then 4. Think of 4 things you can physically feel. Just focus on that, and that can be, the clothing on your body or the chair you're sitting on, whatever that is. And then 3. Think of 3 things you can hear. So, for example, whilst I'm doing this podcast now, I can hear some traffic outside of where I am, and I can hear some birds. And I can also hear the hum of my computer. You probably can't hear that, but I can. But becoming present allows you to hear these things that you wouldn't normally hear. And then number 2 is to think of 2 things you can smell. And number 1 is to think of one thing you can taste. So I'll just run through those quickly again. It's a countdown from 5 to 1. 5 things you can see, 4 things you can physically feel, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. And this exercise, it's not only a good method for putting you into a present mindful state, it can also help you notice when your body is feeling differently than normal. It gets you in touch with how your body's feeling. So that's my first tip, meditation. Tip number 2 is to write in a journal. A great exercise that can help you set the right mindful tone for the day is to write in a journal. You can do this early in the morning before you've headed off to work or school or started checking things off your long to-do list. Just take a few minutes to pull out a journal or a notebook to make an entry. You could do a new page each day and simply write however much you feel like writing. You can write down your dreams or what you're grateful for. Writing things you're grateful for bring you right back into the present moment and does change your state. And it really doesn't matter what you write, just the act of journaling brings you into the present moment. And you may even find yourself getting lost in your writing. And tip number 3 is to visualize your daily goals. Visualizing your goals is an excellent method for not only making it more likely that you'll follow through on your goals, it can also help you become more mindful on a regular basis. You could set yourself 1 to 3 daily goals and visualize yourself undertaking each goal and completing each goal today. Get in as much detail as you can in your visualization so that it feels real and within your reach. And when you see yourself checking that daily goal off your list, you can move on to the next goal and repeat until you've visualized all your daily goals. Practicing visualization of goal completion can not only help you improve your focus and mindfulness in the present moment, it can also lower your stress, improve your performance, enhance your preparedness, and give you the extra energy or motivation you might need to accomplish everything on your list. So that was tip number 3, to bring you into the present moment awareness. Tip number 4 is to take a mindful nature walk. So taking advantage of the natural beauty around us is a great way to cultivate greater present moment awareness. The next time you feel the need for a walk, whether it's a quick trip around the block or a lengthy stroll through a pretty scenic spot, make it a mindful nature walk. It's simple to make any walk a mindful walk. All you need to do is engage all your senses and stay aware of what's happening both around you and within you. And this is a perfect time to do that countdown meditation, the senses countdown meditation, whilst you're walking. Be intentional with your awareness. Notice your feet hitting the ground with each step. See everything there is to see around you. Open your ears to all the sounds surrounding you. Feel each inhale and exhale, and just generally be aware of what's happening in each moment. This exercise helps you not only connect to your authentic self, but it also helps connect you to your environment and improves your awareness of the beauties that's all around you. And these benefits are well-known benefits of walk. If you add these benefits to the known benefits of walking regularly, lowered stress, better heart health, and improved mood, and are often experienced as a result. So that was tip number 4. Tip number 5 is to conduct a mindful review of your day. So it's easy to get tired and worn out by the end of the day and let things slip. But to help you keep mindful, that mindful and present awareness tone at the end of the day, just try a couple of things towards the end of the day. You could perhaps, after you finish all of your must-dos for the day or right before heading off to bed, just take a few moments to do a bit of a review of your day. Just think through your day, being sure to note any particular mindful moments or memorable events, and just also take stock of your mood as you move through your daily routine. And if you want to keep track of your progress towards greater present moment awareness and mindfulness, it's a good idea to write all this down in a journal. And this is also an opportunity to write down the things that you're grateful for from the day. I have a podcast on how to maintain a gratitude practice that gives you lots of tips on how to start and maintain a gratitude practice. So have a listen to that if you want some more tips around gratitude. But the point is to give yourself yet another opportunity to be present and mindful at the end of the day. And on the right note, ending your day in a positive frame of mind and ending it with gratitude is really powerful, and it sets you up even for the next day. So they're my tips for developing present moment awareness. I'll just run through those again, just the actual tips. Number 1 was to develop a daily meditation practice. Number 2 is to write in a journal. Number 3, visualize your daily goals. Number 4, take a mindful nature walk. And number 5, conduct a mindful review of your day. I hope you find all or one of these tips helpful for you to develop present moment awareness. And thank you for listening, and I look forward to sharing my wisdom with you on the next episode. Bye for now. Thank you for listening to this podcast. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe and share it with your friends and family. Check out the Facebook group Meditation for the Soul for daily live meditations